An Austrian businessman named Dietrich Mateschitz was inspired by the Krating Ding energy drink, first introduced to the market and marketed in Thailand by Chaleo Yoavadia. In 1987, he collaborated with Chaleo to establish Red Bull GmbH in Chakapong, Thailand. Using this idea as a foundation, he modified the formulation's components to suit Western consumers' tastes better. The mission of Red Bull is to maintain Red Bull standards while maintaining the category's leading position. This will be accomplished by delivering great customer service extremely efficiently and productively. According to Red Bull, the human body has a greater need for the amino acid taurine than it can produce on its own during intense physical activity, making the ingestion of its product necessary. Business model of Red Bull: experience selling. Because of its ties to risky activities and the unique nature of the Red Bull emblem, the company may set very high prices for the goods it sells. Customers, predominantly young men, are more interested in the experience associated with the Red Bull lifestyle than in the product itself for its value in everyday life. Reverse innovation. In the 1970s, Krating Ding was a sweetened energy drink that did not include carbonation and was popular in Thailand. It was first distributed in Thailand to serve as a source of rehydration for Thai laborers working in the countryside. During his time working in Thailand, Austrian businessman Dietrich Mateschitz came upon Krating Ding. After that, he introduced a new version of Red Bull to the Western market and a revised branding plan. Sponsorship. When a business decides to associate its brand with a particular emblem, it does so in the hopes of gaining a variety of economic, public relations, and product placement benefits from a sport's very competitive sponsorship environment. It is not anticipated that the support would be humanitarian. Rather, it is a business collaboration that mutually benefits both sides. Another sponsorship goal is to use a sponsor's connection to an athlete, team, competition, or sport to promote public trust, acceptance, or harmony with the media impression that a mark has developed or achieved. In addition to being a sponsor of many sporting events, Red Bull also owns teams competing in various sports, such as Formula One racing, the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing NASCAR, soccer, and ice hockey. Sustainability. Companies that create fast-moving consumer products and services and are dedicated to sustainability perform environmental impact studies to improve their business practices. Interaction occurs between green strategists and professionals in brand formulation and with product and service designers, ecological organizations, and government bodies. Brand culture. Building a cultural brand that is distinctive and enduring across time is the ultimate objective of the advertising profession. An ideology may be recognized and replicated by using a hazy combination of the passage of time, one's attitude, and one's emotions. It requires employees to use brand values while finding solutions to challenges, making choices inside the company, and providing branded services to clients. Value creation. Customers perceive the caffeinated beverage Red Bull as energetic, sporty, and edgy. Red Bull contains caffeine. After selling 5.612 billion cans of energy drinks and splitting the proceeds with its Thai licensee, Red Bull raked in a staggering 5.110 billion euros in sales throughout 2014. In 2019, Red Bull sold 7.5 billion cans of its various energy drinks. Red Bull sponsors multiple professional athletes and teams competing in Formula One and soccer, major events, and an entire media production section. How does Red Bull make money? In terms of sales and the capture of a huge market, it can be seen that Red Bull's brand name and image, in conjunction with several other advertising techniques, has paid off quite well for them to become the behemoth they are today. Red Bull Energy Company's primary source of revenue comes from the sale of its namesake beverage, Red Bull. It is a product that can fulfill the requirements of its purchasers. They also benefit from the massive promotion and marketing of the Red Bull energy drink, which drives sales and brings in more revenue for the company. Consider the following. A corporation that sells around 7.5 billion cans yearly produces approximately $6 billion in revenue. The reactions of their customers to their items are like this. A file with the Austrian business registration reveals that Red Bull's income climbed by 10% to $971 million in the previous year. This came about due to an increase in sales of 8.6% and dividends from subsidiaries. The giant energy drink company owns thousands of athletes worldwide including soccer teams, racing teams, and athlete clubs that number in the tens of thousands. It is clear that Red Bull is engaged in activities other than selling energy drinks. Nonetheless, the corporation that manufactures and distributes Red Bull energy drinks generates revenue via sales and marketing. What makes Red Bull unique? Because of its association with extreme sports, the energy drink Red Bull has developed a cool image among today's young people. The brand's fame in extreme sports has benefited various competitions, including rock climbing, cliff diving, windsurfing, Formula One, and its air racing series. In addition, it has been observed that young people participate in activities not typically covered by sports programs. Because these people, who compete in extreme sports, are not well recognized, the average person can more easily connect to them than they can relate to a renowned athlete. By talking and behaving like young people, it can tap into a large market, both for sentimental reasons for older people and for the market that Red Bull is going for, which is the audience between the ages of 18 and 34. Competitors of Red Bull. Red Bull is up against competition from major worldwide brands, including PepsiCo, Dr. Pepper, Gatorade, Coca-Cola, Nestle, Tropicana, Schweppes, and Danone. Despite the intense rivalry in this industry, Red Bull manages to come out on top. It is unnecessary to twirl a crimson cloak in front of this bull to provoke a charge from him. Conclusion: it is consistent with Red Bull's consumer-based business strategy to place a significant amount of attention on the brand image rather than the actual product. Red Bull invests both its money and employees' time and effort into constructing and preserving the full picture of the Red Bull brand. It's not uncommon to see the Red Bull emblem emblazoned on the canopy of base jumpers or wing parachutes. Suitors at the many events it organizes or supports, Red Bull often gives out energy drinks. Because of Red Bull's recent decision to provide financial backing to Olympic athletes like Lindsey Vonn, the brand's name has become associated with success and accomplishment in recent years. Red Bull made no financial investment to get a spot on the back cover of the illustrated publication. Instead, it pursues and spends its sponsor money to be on the front cover to increase the growth and value of its brand. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.